Okay, so today we're starting, we're on a mission to find a species within the Springbok area. We're not being specific about where we are and what we're doing, but we're coming to look at a very rare species that we suspect has been collected, and because it's only known from one place, we think that the population is either gone or it is really destroyed and there's only a few individuals left. So we are here literally in the middle of nowhere in the Northern Cape, and we are starting our journey up a very tall mountain to go and look for this species, and hopefully we find some plants and we'll discover that it's not extinct. Okay, so just an update on our field trip. We have found the mystery plant. There are only a few plants, like really the species is in serious trouble, and we're seeing a lot of evidence of collecting, of harvesting of plant, lots of holes that's been dug. We even found a tin can of score up here on the top of the mountain in the middle of absolutely nowhere. So there's definitely been people here collecting stuff, and the problem with this, like poaching, is that when they're collecting these super rare restricted endemics, I mean this plant pretty much grows here in an area of less than like 2 hectares. So it's one little copy in the middle of nowhere where this plant is found. And yeah, and if the poaching doesn't stop, the species will actually go extinct. And I mean, it's very close. I mean, there's so few plants that are left here for them to be able to recover from all this harvesting. I don't know. I mean, there's so few plants. So, and these Conophytums are slow growing, and you know, they're in the veld. Yeah, in the veld. I mean, the recruitment is so slow. So we don't know what the future of this population is, but yeah, we definitely got to do something about saving this particular species. And yeah, we'll keep you updated. Hopefully we find some more, and we still hope that there is another population of this plant somewhere out there. Hunt for special species that has been poached. We are at another location where there is a species that only grows on this one granite hill and nowhere else in the world, and we have also found evidence of harvesting of the species. shallows on, like the shallow indentations on granite rocks. We found less than 50 plants on this place where there used to be hundreds of plants. Yeah, so the situation is still quite dire. It's getting worse actually, and the best thing we can do now is also just kind of go and have a look around and see if we can find more of these populations. But yeah, it's quite scary, like how these super special plants are being taken out of the wild, and these are things that only occur in one place, and so once they're gone from here, they will be gone forever. So we hope that, you know, somehow we'll be able to work some plan to be able to get these plants back into the wild, because these few plants are not going to make it, I don't think. They are just too few to actually keep the population going. Yeah, so it's a bit depressing, but we've got to keep our heads up and just keep going and keep fighting the scourge.
The Succulent Karoo biome is one of the biological wonders of the world. It is the only arid global biodiversity hotspot and is home to over 6,000 plant species, of which 40% occur nowhere else in the world. It is a vast open landscape that is characterized by complex geology, fascinating communities, weird and wonderful creatures, and a rich evolutionary history. It is worth conserving and should be viewed as one of South Africa's most prized possessions.